Hi students, now we are going to deal with exercise 10.2 quadratic equations. So 10th standard state board. So 10.2 first main. Find the roots of the following quadratic equation by factorization. Okay, students all know about factorization. Factorization is performed for finding the value of x. So now they are given with the equation x square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, how to factorize this? Okay students, now first problem, see it carefully. So here the value here near x is 1. So next here, over here, these two you should multiply. So that what it becomes? So 1 into 10, it becomes 10. Okay, you should put it as 10. When you multiply any number, it should come 10. When you add and subtract the value, it should come minus 3. So how to get the number? Try with various values where the 10 comes. So 10 comes in 10 ones are 10. So when you add and subtract these two values, minus 10 or minus 11, it becomes 11, or 10 minus 1, it becomes 9. It does not equal to minus 3. So it is not a value. Next, try another. So it becomes 5 twos are. 5 twos are is 10. So when you add these two values, 5, 6, 7 is there. So no, you should not add. So try to subtract. So when it is subtracted, 5 minus 2, it becomes 3. So minus 3, you should put minus 3. So only you will put minus 5 and plus 2. Why you should put minus 5 and plus 2? Because it is a greater value sign. So when you add and subtract, it comes minus 3. So see students, minus 5 plus 2. Okay, then you can write it as minus 3. So now when you multiply these two, 5 twos are, it becomes 10, and then add and subtract, you will get minus 3. So this value is perfect for solving this equation. Okay students, any doubts? See here, okay, each and every step I have explained. So now 5 twos are, it becomes 10. So minus and plus, it becomes 3. So minus and plus, it becomes 3. So next, okay, write x square as it is. So minus 3x can be written as, so this can be written as minus 5x plus 2x. Okay, this value 3x, in the place of 3x, you should write it as minus 5x plus 2x. Minus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, till this, okay, it is completed. I think you have understood these all values. So now carefully observe. Here you divide these two and these two. So in these two values, which is the common value here? Here x is there, here also x is there. X square means it consists of 2x. So x into x. So 1x is common in both the terms. So x you can take it as common. Remaining is x minus 5. See students, x into x it becomes x square. X into 5 it becomes 5x. So minus. Okay students? Okay. Next, here the common term is 2 and 10. So here you can take it 2 as common. So 2 you have taken as common. 2 into x it becomes 2x. 2 into 5 it becomes 10. So 2 into 5 10, plus into minus minus. So now you have taken 2 as common, x minus 5. So students, you should clearly observe that x minus 5, they are both equal. So you take x minus 5 as common. Okay, and remaining x plus 2 you should write it as it is. Okay, x plus 2 then it becomes x minus 5 and x plus 2 is equal to 0. So now you are getting two equations. So x plus 2 is equal to 0, x minus 5 is equal to 0. So two values you will get. So what are their value? X is equal to, when plus 2 is shifted here, it becomes minus 2. So when here x minus 5 is equal to 0. So this value. So that x minus 5 is equal to 0, x becomes minus 5. Here it is transferred, it becomes plus 5. Okay students, the value for this equation is x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to plus 5 students. So previous exercise 10.1, when you are solving the equations, you can get the x value by using these values students. So by using this factorization method. Okay students, now you got to know this factorization method. Now let us solve next problem. Okay, you will get to know. Okay, each and every concept you should practice. Okay, so 2 into 6. Same way students, you should observe. So 2 6 are 12 students. So now where the 12 comes? So 4 3s are 12. When you add and subtract, it should come minus plus 1. So plus minus plus 4 minus 3. It becomes plus 1x. Okay students? Okay, plus 1. Okay students? Okay, it is compulsory. So next 2x as it is, 2x square as it is, plus in the place of x you should write as plus 4x minus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. Students, now you divide these two, these values and these two. So now in these 2x square plus 4x, which is common? 2x is common students. So 2x, 2 comes here also, and then in two tables 4 comes. So 2x you can take common. So remaining is x plus 2. So 2x into x, it becomes 2x square. So 2x into 2, it becomes 4x. So it is, now you have got this value. So now here minus minus is common and 3 tables both comes. So 3 you can take common. So 3 you have taken common. Remaining is x plus 2. Here the value is x plus 2 and x plus 2. So both are x plus 2 students. Now you take it as common as, where students I will write, okay, common as these two values. So 2x minus 3. So common value is x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now, okay, you can write it as 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. This equation. So x plus 2 is equal to 0. So now 2x is equal to, when it is shifted here, it becomes plus 3. So x is equal to 3 divided by 2. Okay students, this is one equation. So one value. So next x is equal to, it becomes minus 2. This is another value. Okay students, carefully, okay, observe these steps and then solve these steps also perfectly by taking common. Okay students, now carefully observe these root values. So first multiply these two values. So it becomes, okay, 5 root 2 into 5 root 2. It becomes, okay, that value of root 2 into root 2, it becomes, root 2 into root 2 is nothing but 2 students. You should remember this value. So now root 2 into root 2, it becomes 2. So it becomes 5 into 2. So 5 2s are 10 students. Now 10 you should split into 2. So now you can write it as 5 2s are 10 students. So plus 5 plus 2, it becomes 7x. Okay students, now as it is root 2x square, as it is you should write, and then here 2x plus 5x, it becomes 7x, and the same way 5 root 2. Okay students, now, okay, what you should take common? What you should take common? So root 2 into x plus x 2 root 2x into x plus root 2. So now root 2 x into x it becomes okay. Okay. Root 2x. So it becomes root 2 x into x it becomes x square. In the same way, root 2 into root 2 it is nothing but 2. So root 2 into root 2 2 into x 2x. Okay students, this step is understood I think. So in these two I am taking root 2x as common. Common you have taken root 2 into x and the remaining is x. So root 2 into x it becomes root 2 x square plus root 2 into root 2 2x. Okay students, now you are multiplying, this is coming. This will come this. Okay. So 5 into x it becomes 5x. So 5 into root 2 it becomes 5 root 2. Now here I am taking 5 as common. So remaining is x plus root 2 students. Okay. Now you have understood how these values are coming, I think. Okay. Now the common value is here root 2 plus 5. So root 2 plus 5. Remaining for both the values x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Now in the same way root 2x plus 5 is equal to 0 and x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Now you can write the value as okay, root 2x is equal to what it becomes? Root 2x is equal to minus 5. So x is equal to, when you shift plus 5 here, minus 5. So minus 5 divided by root 2. Next, x is equal to minus root 2. So the value, two values are x is equal to minus 5 by root 2. X is equal to minus root 2. Students, okay, all came to know about these equations. Now, how to find the fourth problem of this exercise 10.2 is nothing but 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 is equal to 0 students. Now let us, okay, how to do, let us solve, let us discuss how to do LCM of that number. When they are given with these type of numbers, you should perform the LCM. 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8 is equal to 0. Now when you are performing the LCM of this number, take 8 for 8 as an LCM. So here 1, so here also 1. So for each and every term it is 1. So take 8 as common. There are various methods of finding LCM. So now I am solving easy method. So it may be easy for you also. So 2x square divided by 1, LCM is 8. So 2 8s are 16x square. It may be 16x square. In the same way, x divided by 1 into 8, it becomes 8x. So minus 8x. In the same way, 1 divided by 8 into 8. So 8 get cancels. The remaining is 1. So now the value is nothing but 16x square minus 8x plus 1. So that will be equal to 0. Okay. Okay students, this is the LCM. Finding out LCM for this problem. So now you got to know, okay, how to do LCM. So now transfer this 8 towards this side. So it becomes 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equal to 0 into 8. It becomes 16x square minus 8x plus 1 is equal to 0 into 8 is nothing but 0. Now you got an equation. For this equation you can further solve the problem. Okay students, further how to solve this problem I will get to know. Okay. So now I have already written the equation also and then also solution also. Now again we will solve. So 16x square minus 8x so plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. Now all students remember these things. So you should multiply these two. So multiplying these 16 into 1 that becomes 16. Okay. Now the two values are, okay, 8 it should come. So 4 4s are 16. So minus it is coming. So you should, what you should do? You should add these both values with minus sign. So minus 4 minus 4. So minus 4 minus 4 it becomes minus 8. So it is correct. So we will take minus 4 and minus 4. In the same way, 16x square minus 4x minus 4x. So plus 1 is equal to 0. Students, remember these things. X should be written properly. So it is also x, it is also x. So it should also be x. So minus 4 it should become minus 8x. Students, remember these things and all. So next, taking these two and then taking these two. So in these both, what is the common value here? 4 is common both for both, because in 16 will come in 4 also. So 4 is common in both. So next x is also common. So next 4 4s are 16 and x minus 1. So it becomes 4 4s are 16, x into x, it becomes x square. So 4 1s are 4, 4 into x. In the same way, here also you are taking minus 1 as common, because you should get 4x minus 1. So now minus here it becomes 4x. So minus into plus it becomes minus 4x. Multiplying here. So in the same way, here it becomes minus. Why? Minus into minus it is plus. So 1. So now these two equations are equal. So these two values are equal. These two values should be x minus 4x minus 1 into 4x minus 1. Two values also it is same. Now equate these both to 0. 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. So here also 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now it becomes 4x is equal to 1. So 4x is equal to 1, students. Now it becomes x is equal to 1 divided by 4, students. In the same way, 4x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1 divided by 4, students. Both the values are same. Both are 1 by 4, and this is also 1 by 4, students. Okay. 10.2. Okay. Exercise 1. So exercise 1, fifth problem. It becomes, so now, okay, all students know about factorization. So 100 into 1, it becomes, so 100, students. Now all know how to do this. So okay, 10 tens are 100. So when you put here minus minus, it becomes minus 10 it becomes minus 20. Okay, students. So now it is a preferred value for finding the factorization. So 100x square, write minus 20x as minus 10x plus 1 is equal to 0, students. Now split these two equations and these two equations. So in these two equations, which is a common here? 10 is a common and x is a common. Why, students? In 100 will come in tens tables. So 10 into 10, it becomes 100. So x. So 10 into 10, 100. X into x, it becomes x square. Minus 10x into 1. So it becomes 10x, plus into minus, it becomes minus, students. Now the remaining value is, so minus 1 into 10x minus 1, students. Get to know. So minus into plus, it becomes minus. 10 into 10x into 1, it becomes 10x. Okay, students. So minus into minus, it becomes plus. So 1 into 1, it becomes 1. So okay, plus 1. So next, the two values are, so 10x minus 1 and 10x minus 1. The two values are 10x minus 1 is equal to 0 and 10x minus 1 will be equal to 0. So next, 10x will be equal to this. When it transferred to here, it becomes plus 1. X is equal to 1 divided by 10. In the same way, here also 10x is equal to 1. x is equal to 1 divided by 10. Okay, this completes your exercise 10.1. Okay, first main 5 problems.